fact that your chimps could communicate, tell the experimenters what they feel. That was the deciding factor. Rafe.
Come in.
I can't let you take my chimps.
They're the university's chimps.
I raised them in my home. To take them out of there and put them in cages for experiments that could kill them, but it just...
It's for the greater good, Rafe.
Would you dissect a human being for the greater good?
You can't compare the life of a human being with the life of a monkey.
They're not monkeys.
And they're not human.
And they're not guinea pigs. They're thinking, feeling, sensitive animals. And they're as afraid of death as we are. Are you going to be in the lab looking into their eyes when they're injected with live cancer cells? Dean Anderson, please don't let this happen.
Rafe, I understand your attachment to these chimps. They're cute, lovable animals.
You don't... They think. They can ask questions. They can ask, why do you want to kill me? Now, who's going to answer them? What are you going to say?
Rafe, I'm not a cruel man.
But you don't care.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah. For your grant. Yes. Rafe cry. Aim. Go to bed, Aim.
And, what's this? $86 a month to the Cot tribe.
Fish.
Fish?
Would you gentlemen mind terribly if either I came up there with you or all of you came down here with me?
Pardon me?
Well, you see, with me sitting down here and all of you up there, it's rather like a peasant appearing before royalty.
I'll bring your chair up here, Miss Davenport.
No, thanks. I can manage. Now, you wanted to talk about the fish.
If you don't mind.
You see, the chief of the Pocot tribe gets very upset whenever I wander into the jungle by myself. So he decided to send some of his men to look after me. And believe me, it is very difficult for chimpanzees to accept one person, let alone half of the Pocot tribe. So I decided to bribe him to send his men away. I buy $86 worth of fish from his village each month, and in return he lets me be free to do my work. It's a very equitable arrangement.
Miss Davenport, the Society's donations have dwindled significantly in the past several years. Therefore, we must be very selective in how we, in turn, donate our money. In order for us to give you another $80,000, we would have to...
Mr. Palmer, I must stop you from going on like this. You talk about giving me money and donating. I am not a charity.
Miss Davenport, if you please.
I do not please. I worked for 4 years to complete a film you showed on television for a healthy profit. And then you forced me to come to a city I find more barbaric than the most primeval jungle to debate whether or not you should give me the funds that I have earned. I may be out in the cold without your money, but you gentlemen will be out of a job without my research.
You'll have your check first thing tomorrow morning.
Thank you. What is the earliest flight you have back to Africa in the morning?
If you go by way of London...
I will go by way of anywhere, just to get off the ground before the monster traffic attacks the city.
That's impossible.
I beg your pardon?
The traffic here never sleeps, and its favorite prey is people in a hurry to get to the airport.
What is the earliest flight?
7:45, Global Flight 5.
Thank you.
Miss Davenport? My name is Douglas Rafelson.
Yes?
Well, you wrote about me in one of your National Geographic articles. You said that I was the missing link between ape and man, and that you hoped I'd be missing again as soon as possible.
Oh, yes. The man who teaches great apes to be lesser humans.
Miss Davenport, I have to talk to you. It's very important.
I'm sorry, I'm very tired. And any conversation we had would end up in an argument. Please excuse me.
Miss Davenport, I need your help, please. Or some chimps I love very much are gonna die. I've got to get my chimps out of the country. You have an island. Now, I know this is a lot to ask, because I'm one of the people you've been fighting against, but if I could bring them there, just on the island, well, I could keep working, and you never know, you might see things differently once you get to meet my chimps and see what they're capable of. Amy, for example.
Dr. Rafelson.
Yeah.
I have watched chimps in the wild about to be attacked by a leopard. Chimps I have watched for years and loved, but I couldn't protect them, I couldn't warn them. All I could do was cry for them when they were killed.
Why couldn't you warn them?
Because I vowed when I went to Africa to never interfere with the natural order of things.
Yeah, but the men who want to experiment on my chimps are not natural predators.
But they are. You have taken your chimps out of Africa.
Well, let me take them back.
Dr. Rafelson, I'm sure you understand that you must not take your chimps back to the wild.
No, I don't. I really don't.
They have been tampered with, changed. You have taught them how to change their diapers, watch television, brush their
I've
teeth.
taught them language.
No. You have taught them to be human. Any encounter between them and the wild chimpanzees would be just as detrimental as humans themselves coming into the jungle.
But they'll be isolated on the island.
I am sorry. I can't help you.
Miss Davenport? You know the real difference between us? You cry for chimps. I cry with them.
Evening this has been. You know, it's kind of amazing. Just a little while ago, this whole room was filled with Hollywood's most important, talented, glittering, brilliant, beautiful people.
It's nice to have spent an evening with my equals.
Kermit, are we really stars?
Well, close enough.
May I come in?
Oh, yeah, sure. You'll have to excuse the mess. Living with 4 chimpanzees gets a little, anyway, can I get something to drink?
No, thank you. I haven't much time.
Why don't we sit down?
Dr. Rafelson, I've thought a lot about our conversation this afternoon. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
If you brought your chimpanzees to Africa, what do you think their chances for survival there would be?
Better than would be here.
They'd have no idea how to find food.
I teach them.
Could you also teach them what they'd have to fear in the jungle?
Miss Davenport, you have to understand, I'm not trying for a chimpanzee version of Born Free. I don't want to release them back into the wild because I know they wouldn't stand a chance there on their own. All I'm asking for is a safe place to bring them where I can continue my work. And we won't interfere with what you're doing. I'll bring everything I need. I'll keep the chimps isolated on the island. And I promise you, and my word, that the minute the situation here is resolved, we'll leave. She wants a glass of water.
She told you that?
Yeah, she told me that. All right, I'll get it, but I'll be right back. Don't go away. Boy. Aim, what would you like as a sign for your name?
I beg your pardon?
Well, there's no set sign for Linda. Although it does mean pretty in Spanish, doesn't it? Amy, this is Linda.
What did she say?
She said she was going to bed and good night. Miss Davenport, you're the only chance we've got. Help us, please.
I don't believe it. Look, they must be kept isolated from mine at all times.
Absolutely.
And if there is an encounter, yours could be killed. Wild chimpanzees are territorial.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't know. You, like everyone else, has been brainwashed into thinking that chimpanzees are cute and friendly, when in fact they are wild animals. Now, have you stopped to think how it's going to be for them to go back to the place they were born?
They were born in Miami. Look, don't worry about anything. I'm going to take care of it all. I'm going to sell my house so I can get the money to take them to Africa. And the water, they're just like your chimps. They hate water. They know they'll sink like a stone if they get into water. They won't leave the island, I promise you.
All right. But you must cable me the exact time of your arrival.
As soon as I know. The only other thing is I will need the use of your boat.
All right.
You won't regret this. I mean, this saving all these...
We will see. I collect my mail once a week. Here's the post office box.
Okay, now, don't you worry about anything.
I worry about everything. Good night.
Good night. And thanks very much. Thanks.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, don't worry. We'll see you soon, and bye-bye. Have a safe flight.